There comes a moment when something quietly begins to change, not because life suddenly becomes easier, not because all of the problems disappear, but because you begin living differently inside your life. When you start living what I call the still way, you may notice something unexpected. Your mind slows down, your breathing softens, you stop fighting yourself quite so much. And for the first time in a long while, you feel like you might actually be safe again. Hello, my tea friends. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Connie, and I'm the founder of Teatime Treasures. This is a quiet space for women who are tired of surviving and ready to begin rebuilding gently with God. In today's video, I want to teach you where rebuilding truly starts. Not with a big life overhaul, not with pressure, not with becoming someone new overnight, but with one small step. Today, we take the first rebuilding step together. Step 1. Create one safe moment each day. Most women think healing begins when circumstances change, but Scripture shows us something different. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46 verse 10. Notice God does not say, fix everything first, understand everything first, become strong first. He says, be still. Rebuilding begins when your nervous system learns, I am allowed to pause, I am allowed to breathe, I am allowed to exist without performing. So your first step is this. Create one safe moment every day. Just one. Not an hour, not perfection. One moment. Let's look at what a practical application could look like. Sitting with a cup of tea before the house wakes up, holding yarn and making 2 crochet stitches, tearing paper slowly for a collage page, sitting quietly and breathing while repeating scripture. You are not being unproductive. You are teaching your body safety again. And Proverbs reminds us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. We read that in Proverbs 4 and verse 23. You cannot rebuild a peaceful life from an exhausted heart. Now, I wish to share a personal story with you. There was a season in my own life when everything felt heavy. Work pressure, health struggles, financial stress, and internally, complete exhaustion. I didn't begin rebuilding with a grand plan. I began with small moments. Sometimes it was just sitting quietly with a cup of tea, sometimes crocheting one small square, sometimes journaling one honest prayer. Nothing looked impressive from the outside, but slowly, those moments became my place of recovery. And that is where Teatime Treasures was born. It became my soft landing space, a place where I could come before God without pretending I was strong. And that is what I want this space to be for you too. a soft landing, a place where you can simply be. If you would like gentle practices like this, you can start with my beginner crochet videos like the granny square. Or if you need something even lighter, try the tearing collage rebuilding ritual. These are not crafts just to stay busy, they are rest practices. Jesus himself said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." We read that in Matthew 11 and verse 28. Notice he says, "Come," not achieve, not first fix yourself, just come. Here's something I want you to hold on to this week. Small safe moments rebuild strong lives. Let's say that again quietly. Small safe moments rebuild strong lives. So here is a practice invitation. This week, practice only this. Create one safe moment each day. That is step 1. Next week, we will take step 2 together. If you would like guided tools, printable practices, or gentle rebuilding resources, you can visit my website and store linked below. Everything there is designed to help you rebuild slowly with faith, calm, and practical steps. Today we learned rebuilding does not start with changing your whole life. It starts with creating safety, one moment at a time. Remember, small, safe moments rebuild strong lives. Until next time, my tea friends, may the peace of God settle gently over your heart, and may you always find a soft landing here.